Well, recently, St. Anne's Church in Qualicum Beach went for a ride. They moved the church to the Heritage Park site. We'll find out more about that in this report.
The Qualicum Beach Revitalization Project has given birth to the building of Heritage Park. Situated around the train station and historical museum in Qualicum Beach by the corner of Beach and the railroad line. We'll have a look at one of the first steps of building the Heritage Park as we see a 50-year-old church moving into place on November 3rd.
Well, it was built in 41, which makes it 53 years old. It, for a while, was not certain what was going to be done with it, and through one of our congregation, Douglas School, Master Walker here was given the thought of whether we might consider leasing it. So we went through a lot of channels and so on and so forth, and our very small congregation, which has been meeting in the Civic Center, got together, and through all different channels and whatnot, we were able to figure out that maybe we could do it. Mind you, it took a lot of effort, work, and whatnot, but now we're realizing it because the thing connected with it was we could have this church if we moved it, and of course the town will be owning it, and we'll be leasing it from them. And it's going to what they will be calling Heritage Park, which everything is all historical. It was originally a United Church, naturally, and because of their renovations and a new hall and everything, they had no use for it. The United Church people, that is. And so we are taking over to make it the new home of the Qualicum Community Baptist Church.
Church began actually 2 years ago. A bit of a dream, a vision of what we could do in Qualicum Beach. Thought that there was room enough here for a Baptist church. There's a Baptist church in Parksville serving that community, and so we thought we would come here to serve this community. And the church has grown from maybe about 15 to start with to about 50 now. It's an exciting time as we're moving this church to the glory of God with all the help of a lot of different people. And we're looking forward to having it relocated next to the railway station, renovated and restored there as a testimony to the worship of God, and also as a historic site and a heritage church. Talking with the folk over at St. Stephen's United Church, they're all quite excited about this project, as we are ourselves. We have help from many people. The city has been very helpful. Jack Collins and the city administration. The Baptist Union of Western Canada, which we are members of, have been very helpful also, as has First Baptist Church in Nanaimo. We look forward to great things. We look forward to worshiping there in the new church when it's all finished. We look forward to opening it up for other activities during the week for children and for youth and adults and different activities. So we're very excited about the whole prospect of the future. We're excited about what's happening here in Qualicum Beach. We're excited about what's happening for the good of everyone.
We have witnessed them lifting it up and turning it around.
It was a very cold day on November 3rd, 1994, but a lot of townspeople from Qualicum and surrounding area turned up to watch the historic moving of the church down the railroad tracks.
Well, basically I'm the project coordinator for the project together with Doug Poole. Doug came to me about 6-8 months ago and said he had the idea of relocating the church was intended to be either destroyed, burnt, or something. We're not sure what, but the town had no use for it at that point in time. And he had the proposal of relocating it into Heritage Square, or a proposed Heritage Square, let's say, which is the area we're standing in right now. We came up with the concept of trying to create a public pedestrian area at this point to strengthen the heritage area of town, which a lot of people didn't realize that this was the heritage area originally, in that the original town hall, which was the Board of Trade back in the 40s, is situated just behind us over here, beside the old fisheries building, which which used to be the old RCMP station. And we felt it was an appropriate location to relocate the building to save it. The Qualicum Community Baptist Church required a location to have their services, and they were using presently the Civic Center, and they wanted a more appropriate location to have their services. And we felt that they were the ideal sponsor for such a move, and they're now sponsoring the entire moving of the building and relocation. And as a volunteer member of the community involved with such activities, we've basically been helping them put the whole thing together. It's a lot of involvement. I'm contract administrator for architectural projects, so it felt right along the line of the type of work that I do. So I volunteered to assist them with this move and relocation. Other than that, there's been some public hearings recently about the project at the Civic Center, and we've aired our views of what we intend to do here. It's had a lot of public support, and we feel it'll probably be a very important contribution to the community, as there was no park of this style in this area at the present. Other than that, I'm not sure what else I can say.
Do you have any future plans for the park?
Our future plans for the park involve the completion of the plaza areas, generally in front of the two buildings, the main buildings being the church and the train station, creating a pedestrian sitting area, strolling area, a pond, possible stream running water, bridge work through it, nature path, involvement of the Paleontology Society, Vancouver Island, with some indigenous species of trees being planted. We're looking forward to having some activities such as a outdoor chess area, which would be trying to create a bit of a chess club that would be functioning from this area. Other involvement would be the completion of the train station, which we're now presently raising and repairing the foundations, and possibly putting a cafe in the old freight yard at the back side here. The important part about this whole project is that most of the work that's been done here is on a volunteer basis, and basically the preparation of this church for the move was done by the Qualicum Secondary School construction class, last year's class and this year's class, supervised by Mr. Dave Olson, who was also involved with the reconstruction of the Macintosh building. The engineering services, hydro, telephone, all of this work's been donated towards the community project. Couldn't mention all the people who are involved with the project. There's been thousands of hours that have gone into this literally over the last past year. It's all to do with, began with downtown revitalization and the desire to create a number of different areas that would be developed as public squares, such as the Town Square, Clock Tower Square, and Heritage Square, which has now become Heritage Park, as it's more appropriately named. We are looking for more volunteers. There's always lots of projects to be done, either in sponsorship or just labor or whatnot, and you can contact us through the Historic Society or the Old Train Station Society or myself at 752-8728. Any volunteers of any type of form is all appreciated. There's lots of work to be done.
Well, today we're moving the church down the tracks, and we took the advantage of having the house moving equipment on site to start working on our train station, and it's very exciting to see things being done and things coming together in the community, and we're very excited. The unfortunate part is we need some help. We need volunteers, and we need some donations to help us complete the project. We really aren't ready to go on with the project. We're about $5,000 short. We're doing whatever possible to get that money, and we're just hoping that people will come out and give us a hand as the project moves ahead.
What all has to be done still?
Well, the first thing, we have to raise the station, and that'll be done today, and over the next 30 days we'll be restoring the foundation and correcting some of the dry rot and wet rot that we've had inside of the building. And once that's complete, we can start working on the exterior of the building and hopefully start working on the interior to make it useful for various community groups that can use it for meetings and get the youth involved and the youngsters. We'd like to see everybody of all ages to come in and give us a hand with this project.
What kind of volunteer support have you had so far?
The volunteer support started out very strong about a year and a half ago with 75 members. Unfortunately, when it takes so long to raise the money, some people lose interest, and we had 15 active members then, and we've reduced that now to about 4 to 6. So we're becoming very tired and could certainly use some new blood.
Phone number or how to contact you?
Probably the best would be through the town hall at 752-6921, and just leave a message and I'll get back to them as soon as I can.
That wraps up another edition of Showtime on Shoreline here on Shaw Cable 3. Remember, the number is 248